Invaluable spiritual teachings. We make mendicants, not businessmen. Guru Maharaj acquired land in Sridham Mayapur for the purpose of establishing a branch of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. In those times, land was very inexpensive. One man, Shri Ram Narayan of Bhojnagar, was greatly devoted to Guru Maharaj and had rendered immense service for Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math in Kolkata. When he saw the land Guru Maharaj had acquired in Mayapur, he told Guru Maharaj, "If you were to kindly allow me, I could enroll a few persons as members of your math and charge them a reasonable membership fee. In this way, we would raise funds for the construction and maintenance of the math. Additionally, the soil of this land is highly suitable for making bricks. Moreover, regardless of how much soil you use, the soil will always be replenished when the Ganga floods during the rainy season. If you allow me to establish a brick factory here, once you lay the foundation stone, I could arrange for the workforce and whatever else would be required. You would only have to appoint one person to sit at the cash counter and manage the accounting. Profits made from the brick factory could be used to initially construct the boundary walls. Later, the deity room, temple hall, and the devotees' residence could all be very easily constructed without the need to seek out any donations." In response to Sri Ram Narayan Ji's suggestion, Guru Maharaj said, "While your proposal is certainly excellent for making a poor man rich, it will not be possible for me to accept it. Our mission is to turn rich persons into mendicants and to provide all spiritual seekers who have taken shelter in the mud with an opportunity to become completely dependent on Shri Krishna and thereby become akinchan. Though akinchan is generally taken to mean without possessions, here a means Krishna and kinchan means wealth. In other words, we aim to enable such persons to accept Shri Krishna as their only wealth and to strengthen their character most appropriately by instilling in them the inclination to perform Nirgun Bhiksha, or begging alms, not as an act of enjoyment performed under the influence of the three modes of material nature, but for the sole purpose of keeping the body connected with the soul, so that one may continue performing service to Bhagwan and his devotees. It is not our objective to lead them to the endless journey of material karma by making them dependent on some property, guest house, or any other business, thus nourishing their false pride of being the doer. Currently, we are directly witnessing and experiencing the reason Srila Bhakti Thakur has given the instruction that Vaishnavas should not construct mats and temples. The opulence of such institutions will always attract persons who join with the intention of enjoying sense gratification. Instead of diminishing, their sense enjoyment only strengthens more and more as time passes. Despite this, Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada established many mats because he fully understood the true innermost desire of Srila Bhakti Thakur. Srila Prabhupada said, "We will build mats and temples in order to provide all those who desire to engage in bhakti with an opportunity to serve and hear the pure message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even if only a couple such persons are inclined to join, our mission will be successful." Following these words of Srila Prabhupada, we too have begun constructing mats. Srila Prabhupada forewarned, "A storm is approaching in the Gaudiya Math. Although an empty husk externally appears similar to paddy, it is devoid of grain and shall therefore always be useless. However, the actual paddy, that is, the true followers of the math, shall reach far and wide and lead to the growth and expansion of the Gaudiya Math, thus resulting in the topmost welfare of all people. Never under any circumstance become unenthusiastic or fearful in your performance of Hari Bhajan and your chanting of Hari Nam. Although disturbances may come and sense enjoyers may remain attached to the objects of their senses, those who sincerely desire to perform bhajan shall make use of the opportunity provided by the mud to associate with sadhus and thus progress on the path of bhakti. Therefore, to the extent feasible, we should refrain from the hostile act of providing others with easy access to sense gratification. Gently correcting his disciples. Guru Maharaj had great taste for hearing Hari Katha. Wherever he stayed, he would organize programs and invite many of his godbrothers to speak. He would not only listen to their Hari Katha himself, but would also encourage others to take advantage of the rare opportunity of hearing such discourses. Guru Maharaj would also listen very attentively when his disciples would speak Hari Katha. If someone among them explained a Siddhanta appropriately, he would praise him. And if someone's explanation of Siddhanta was erroneous, he would privately call him and correct the mistake with love and affection. Once, my godbrother Shri Gaurang Prasad Brahmachari, now Shri Bhakti Saurabh Acharya Maharaj, mentioned a verse in his Hari Katha. Bhaktistu bhagavad bhakta sangena parijayate satsanga prapete pumbihi sukritehe purva sanchitaha. Brihan Narad Puran 4.33. Bhakti is awakened by associating with the devotees of Bhagwan. The association of Shuddha Bhaktas is attained only by the previous accumulation of spiritual pious activities. He defined the term Sukritehe Purva Sanchitaha as Sukriti accumulated from the activities of previous births. Guru Maharaj heard this explanation from his courtyard. Later, Guru Maharaj called for him and asked, "Does this mean that one cannot attain sadhu sangha as a result of the Sukriti accumulated in this very lifetime?" No, it does not mean this. He certainly can attain it. Therefore, the term Sukritehe Purva Sanjitaha in this verse means previously earned Sukriti and not Sukriti earned in previous births. Serving by helping others serve. Guru Maharaj would often tell his sevakas, "Many of you are highly qualified to perform a great many services. Although you are all individually capable of serving Shri Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas, still, engaging others in service is much more significant than serving alone. By engaging others in service according to their individual capacities, you are helping them progress in Hari Bhakti. This is the best means of bestowing true honor upon others. When a sevak is able to engage others in this way, it assists him in chanting Hari Nam with a pure heart." A few principles of life in the mutt. Guru Maharaj would often tell the mutt in charge, "You should provide all newcomers with a special opportunity to engage in Shravan and Kirtan. Although it is essential for all residents of the mutt to daily serve Srimad Bhagavatam through the media of Shravan and Kirtan, it is the senior residents who should attend to any services that might need attention during the time of Hari Katha. We should not engage newcomers in such services so that we may then sit for Hari Katha. Instead, we should provide them with the opportunity to hear. However, if a devotee avoids hearing Hari Katha on the pretext of performing other important services and instead wastes his time in mundane talks or unnecessarily going here and there, then he will be at fault. Also, only senior devotees should collect funds for the mutt, because those who are not completely fixed in the path of bhajan will attain great benefit by performing service other than this. However, if it is absolutely necessary, at least 2 devotees should go for collection whenever feasible. but they should remain together while they are out, because the misfortune of becoming ensnared in the net of Maya can happen any time one goes outside the mud. Wealth is meant for Madhav. Shri Indra Kumar, a disciple of Guru Maharaj and a former resident of Punjab, opened a medical shop in Canada and permanently settled there. When he once visited India, he brought with him a gold pocket watch as a gift for Guru Maharaj. When he gave Guru Maharaj the present in a closed box, Guru Maharaj accepted it. When Guru Maharaj later opened the box and discovered the gold watch, he called for me and showed it to me. He then ordered me to bring Sri Indra Kumar. When I returned with Sri Indra Kumar, Guru Maharaj told him, "I cannot accept or use this pocket watch under any circumstance, nor can I give it to any of the mutt's residents. Gold is one of the places where Kali resides, and therefore accepting golden objects for one's personal use will cause one to become attached to materiality and perhaps deviate from the path of Hari Bhajan." Srila Prabhupada has warned, "Tomar kanak bhogera janak kanakera dware sevaho Madhav." Vaishnav K. 3. Your wealth is the source of sense enjoyment. Use it to serve Madhav, the husband of Lakshmi Devi. You should therefore return this watch. If you so desire, you may sell it and use the money to have some ornaments made for Thakurji. Through this, you will be able to serve Thakurji, and we too shall be safe from facing any difficulty or dilemma. Hari Katha is to be heard carefully. Guru Maharaj once said in his Katha, "During the course of our preaching tours, we meet many new people, and many new people come forward to meet us. Hermann Göring, Adolf Hitler's second in command, who bore significant responsibility for the atrocities committed in Nazi Germany during his time, used to say that there are 4 types of people: active intelligent, active foolish, lazy intelligent, and lazy foolish. He said, an active intelligent person always engages his intelligence in promoting war and is therefore unable to sit idly. Thus, despite his virtues, such a person is not qualified to join the military, which requires discipline. I always maintain my distance from active but foolish persons and remain satisfied by saluting their actions from far away. I promote lazy intelligent persons to high posts as departmental heads, because they will never promote war, but will be able to intelligently handle the attacks of an opponent if war was forced upon them. Lazy foolish persons are superior to active foolish persons, since they do not make as many mistakes on account of their hesitance to act. Although this may be the consideration of Göring, our understanding is different. Srila Prabhupada has said that the Gaudiya Math is like a hospital, and we must therefore accept and treat everyone who wants to be admitted. We must provide patients with whatever medicine they require and nourish them according to their respective diets. We who desire to completely dedicate ourselves to the line of Sriman Mahaprabhu can never exclude anyone. It is only when we include everyone and move ahead on the path of bhakti that Srila Prabhupada, the entire Guru Parampara, and Bhagwan will be pleased with us. Srila Prabhupada said, "To assist in drawing even one conditioned soul away from his or her perverted attachments to the material energy is the greatest act of compassion. And such an act is indefinitely more benevolent than constructing unlimited hospitals or schools. Bringing a single person to the path of pure devotion requires 100 gallons of blood. Keeping these words in mind, we should always provide those whom we meet with the opportunity to be connected to Hari Bhakti, and also provide them with guidance appropriate for their respective positions. We should patiently offer them bona fide instructions maintain kindness in our interactions with them, and always conduct ourselves in a spotless manner. By this, they will be progressively uplifted from their respective positions and gain the opportunity to become qualified to render devotional service unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. This is the topmost gift of the Gaudiya Math. During the pastime of Kundicha Mandir Marjan, Sriman Mahaprabhu appointed those who cleaned most effective as acharyas and mildly rebuked those who were unable to clean so well. He then ordered those later persons to serve the acharyas and established that this alone was the means to obtain their topmost welfare. He remained silent only toward those who did not come forward to serve. It is therefore my earnest request that whatever type of person you may be, you should all engage all your actions and intelligence in a way that is favorable for bhakti and does not harm anyone. Intelligence is good, provided it does not create hindrances in achieving our ultimate goal. Everyone should engage his or her intelligence for obtaining transcendental spiritual welfare and know for certain that such welfare is achieved only by engaging in Hari Bhakti. It is foolish not to use our intelligence to advance in Bhakti. Guru Maharaj then quoted the following verse from the Niti Shastras. Swakarjan udaret pragya karya dhamsena murkhata. An intelligent person should somehow do what is necessary. Foolish is he who spoils the business at hand. I was not present when Guru Maharaj spoke this. My godmother, Shri Apramaya Brahmachari, told me, Guru Maharaj spoke about 4 types of people today. It was very grave subject, and I even noted in my journal. He then proceeded to tell me all that Guru Maharaj had said, according to his own understanding. When I heard what he had said, I suggested, perhaps what you have understood is not actually what Guru Maharaj meant. When I proceeded to explain what I felt was Guru Maharaj's intention, he did not accept my words. Later, when Apramaya Brahmachari went and told Guru Maharaj of my opinion on the matter, Guru Maharaj said, although you had heard the katha, you did not properly understand it. But Bharti Maharaj understood it perfectly, even though he was not present. You should associate with him. Being simple-hearted, Shri Apramaya Brahmachari himself came and told me what Guru Maharaj had said. He expressed to me, it is astonishing how you could understand Guru Maharaj's point without having been there. I replied that I had previously heard that katha from Guru Maharaj. A practical example of employing our possessions in the service of the Vaishnavas. When I completely left my family's home and joined the Math, I used to wear a wristwatch. But when I noticed that no one in the Math wore a wristwatch, I stopped wearing it and kept it in my bag. Having noticed this, Guru Maharaj, on the pretext of asking the time, inquired from me about my watch. I replied, seeing that no one in the Math wears a wristwatch, I decided to take it off. Guru Maharaj said, when a person follows in his own life the conduct he has observed in great personalities without being instructed to do so, it is symptomatic of a desire to attain his true welfare. Still, it is important to keep a watch. By doing so, you will be able to serve senior Vaishnavas whenever they desire to know the time. Additionally, you will be able to remain punctual in your services. But you should not keep a wristwatch, which could give the impression that you are wearing it for show. It would be better to keep a pocket watch. Maintaining proper conduct, even at the expense of inconvenience. When we were once in Puri with Guru Maharaj trying to acquire Shri Prabhupada's appearance place, my godmother proposed that we rent rooms in a house on the Grand Road that was owned by a devotee from the Ramanandi Sampradaya, who would charge us a rate of 50 rupees a month. My godbrother spoke highly of the rooms and was trying his best to convince Guru Maharaj. When Guru Maharaj asked my opinion, I, who spoke the plain truth, straight from my heart, and am not carried away by sentiment when making decisions, replied, I am not the least bit inclined to rent those rooms. The principles and lifestyle of Ramanandi sadhus are vastly different in nature from those of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. In that house, the common source of water for all is a single well. The Ramanandi sadhus staying there draw water from that well using the very same lota, water pot, they use for cleaning themselves after passing stool. How could we possibly stay in a place where such conduct is followed? Guru Maharaj said, what you have said is absolutely correct. It will not be feasible for us to stay with such persons. To the greatest extent possible, we should always, in all circumstances, follow the proper conduct that our Guru Varga has taught. Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatri Vidim Vina Ekantaki Harir Bhaktir Utpateva Kalpate. Bhakti Rasami Sindhu 1.2.101. Those who do not observe the regulation prescribed in the Shruti, Smriti, Puranas and the Narad Pancharatra simply create a disturbance in society, even if they are engaged in unalloyed devotion to Shri Hari. We shall stay in the mutt of Shri Bhakti Kumud Sant Maharaj. We can somehow bear the increased travel expenses, which will be perhaps 10 times greater than if we were to stay with those Ramanandi sadhus, but will never compromise the principles of our Sadachar. Forgetfulness is no excuse. Once, after the completion of Jhulan Yatra, a festival celebrating the swing pastimes of Shri Radha Govindji, Guru Maharaj ordered my godbrother, Shri Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj and me to go to the Mathura train station to bid farewell to a preaching party. By the time we returned to the mutt, Prasad had already been served. The Bhandari, means the devotee in charge of provisions, had mistakenly forgotten to keep prasad for us, and so very little prasad was left. I purposely told the Bhandari, Prabhu, I am not feeling well, and so I will not take prasad. Please kindly serve prasad to Shri Puri Maharaj. When the Bhandari took the plate of prasad to Shri Puri Maharaj saw the inadequate quantity of prasad and threw the plate in anger. Hearing the sound of the plate crashing against the floor, Guru Maharaj came out from his room and asked Sripad Krishna Keshav Prabhu, what happened? Shri Krishna Keshav Prabhu then told Guru Maharaj everything and said, because you, Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Srimad Bhakti Hriday Van Maharaj, and this gentleman, Shri Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Maharaj, have appeared in Brahman families, you all possess a natural tolerance. Therefore, you are able to tolerate hunger. At times, you even have no concern whether you are served. Not all are capable of this, however. Guru Maharaj then called the Bhandari and chastised him. This should never happen again. It is improper to forget to reserve prasad for devotees who have gone outside for some service. He then sent the Bhandari to seek forgiveness not from Shri Puri Maharaj, who had expressed his anger, but from me, whose reaction was devoid of agitation. Through this pastime, Guru Maharaj imparted two lessons. Firstly, he taught that those who bear the responsibility of providing others with prasad or other items in the mutt should serve very carefully, because they will be at fault if any mistake is made in discharging their service, even if the person being served does not express displeasure. And secondly, he taught that it is improper to become angry at trivial things. Those who become angry at mere trifles should consider the saying, to err is human, and remember that they themselves also make mistakes from time to time. If we miss a meal, it will not bring death. Those who sincerely desire to take up the path of Krishna Bhakti should remember the words of Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur. जीवन निर्वाहे आने उद्वेग न दीबे, पर उपकार निज सुख पासरिबे. Gitavali 14.3.4. Do not give anxiety to anyone during the course of your life. For the benefit of others, forget your own pleasure. A deep heartfelt reverence for the Dham and the Bhagwan's pastime places. Once on the day of Narshing Chaturdashi in our Kolkata Mutt, Guru Maharaj asked a few devotees standing nearby, "Who among you can go to Shri Narshingpalli and offer Kheer Bhoga to Shri Narshing Dev and bring it back so that we may break our fast with the prasad tomorrow?" My godbrother, Shri Balram Prabhu said, "I could have gone if you have asked me earlier, but I am afraid it is impossible for me to go now." Hearing this, I told Guru Maharaj, "I can go." "Very well," Guru Maharaj replied. At that time, I realized that the train for Krishnanagar would soon depart, and so I immediately left for Sialda train station without even getting my sandals. I caught a train to Krishnanagar, where I bought milk, sugar, rice and firewood, and then departed for Narshingpalli. There, I had the kheer prepared and offered to Shri Narshing Dev. After the pujari had finished the offering, I collected the prasad and returned back to the Kolkata Mutt via Krishnanagar. When I reached the Mutt in the evening, I showed the kheer prasad to Guru Maharaj. Words cannot explain the bliss Guru Maharaj experienced. Although he did not speak a word, his deep, heartfelt reverence for the Dham and Bhagwan's pastime places externally manifested through his expressions. By then, the devotees had already finished honoring Anukalpa Prasad, or prasad suitable for days of fasting. The Bhandari approached me and lamented, "I have mistakenly forgotten to keep a plate for prasad for you." Feeling overjoyed and satisfied by seeing Guru Maharaj's blissful expressions, I said, "Guru Maharaj has bestowed his mercy on me through you. I am thoroughly convinced that by helping me to observe a complete fast on Narshing Chaturdashi, you have ensured my welfare." Instruction through his own conduct. A brahmachari named Sri Shamla Das used to reside in the Kolkata branch of Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Mutt. Once, he became severely sick and as a result became mentally unstable. After examining Sri Shamal Brahmachari, a doctor prescribed a particular oil to be applied to his head. But whenever anyone would try to apply that medicinal oil to his head, or would ask him to do it himself, he would strongly disapprove and shout, "Do you think I am mad? Why are you asking me to use a medicinal oil that is prescribed for mad persons?" One day, Guru Maharaj ordered me to bring that oil to him and also call Sri Shamal Brahmachari. In my entire life, I had not witnessed Guru Maharaj apply any kind of oil to his body. But in front of Sri Shamal Brahmachari that day, he applied some oil to his head and said, "Oh, this oil is very nice. Just see, I am applying it to my head. Why then are you so shy to apply it to your head?" Hearing Guru Maharaj's word and seeing that Guru Maharaj himself was using the same oil, Sri Shamal Brahmachari applied some of it to his own head. From that day, Sri Shamal Brahmachari would daily apply the oil to his head and say, "Even Guru Maharaj uses this oil. It is not for mad persons, but is good for everyone." By regularly using the oil, Sri Shamal Brahmachari became well again after only a few days. Guru Maharaj would never instruct through giving orders, but would instead do so through his own conduct. Through this pastime, he manifested his Bhakta Vatsalya, or parental affection for surrendered devotees. His concern for the innocent. Once, one brahmachari, whom we will call Brahmachari A, for the purposes of maintaining clarity in this narration, made derogatory and untrue statements about another brahmachari, whom we call Brahmachari B. When my godbrother, Shri Madhavendra Prabhu, who happened to be listening, mentioned this to Brahmachari B, Brahmachari B unrelentingly insisted that Shri Madhavendra Prabhu reveal the accuser's name. Shri Madhavendra Prabhu thought, if I tell him it was Brahmachari A who had made such statements, he will definitely quarrel with him. However, it does not possess the courage to quarrel with Narottam Brahmachari. Just to get rid of him, Shri Madhavendra Prabhu mentioned that I was the Brahmachari to falsely accuse him. Brahmachari B approached me and expressed his anger and disapproval. I did not react or say a word to him, nor did I search for Shri Madhavendra Prabhu and ask why he falsely identified me as the Brahmachari slandering Brahmachari B. When Brahmachari B eventually found out it was Brahmachari A and not me who had spoken ill of him, he went and quarreled with him. After Brahmachari A faced the brunt of Brahmachari B's anger, he went to Guru Maharaj and complained. During the discussion, he mentioned that I had been falsely accused. Guru Maharaj then called for me and asked me about this incident. I replied, this is quite an ordinary situation, and I therefore did not consider it worthy of your attention. When people stay together at one place, misunderstanding is inevitable. Brahmachari B is very simple-hearted, and therefore he gets into altercations based on externalities instead of calmly trying to identify an issue's cause and resolve it. Guru Maharaj then called for Brahmachari B and ordered him to beg forgiveness from me, who had never complained about the situation. Although you improperly express your anger to him based on false information, still, he never retaliated or reacted. Moreover, he did not express even the slightest bit of irritation toward you when I asked him about the issue. Instead, he acknowledged your simple-hearted nature. You should learn from his conduct. Guru Maharaj did not send Brahmachari B to seek forgiveness from Brahmachari A who had complained, nor did he give any importance to Brahmachari A's false accusations. Maintaining Vaishnava etiquette. Once, a Mathin in charge ordered another Mathvasi, resident of the Math, to do something. That Mathvasi was senior to him, not only by age, but also in years staying in the Math. Seeing this, Guru Maharaj removed the in charge from his post and sent him to another Math, where he no longer retained a managerial position. Guru Maharaj said, Sriman Mahaprabhu never tolerated any transgressions in following Vaishnava etiquette. Does being a Mathin in charge imply that one has a license to circumvent the etiquette of offering due respect to senior devotees? I cannot tolerate to see him committing offenses by which he will lead to his doom. Does a father allow his son to jump into fire? Never. Guru Maharaj would always greatly stress the importance of following proper Vaishnava etiquette. No refusal, no competition. Before the start of every Navdeep Dham Parikrama, Guru Maharaj would tell us, I will never under any circumstances refuse a devotee who desire to perform Shri Navdeep Dham Parikrama with us, nor will I prohibit anyone from taking prasad here, even if that person has not made a monetary contribution for the parikrama. However, nobody should make the mistake of thinking that I desire to increase the number of attendees in order to compete with other organizations or to prove something to them. I never allowed Shri Navdeep Dham Parikrama to be discontinued, even in the face of innumerable impediments. Nor will I ever allow this in the future. We will begin the pilgrims' registration card numbers from 100 so that we may reserve the cards numbered 1 to 99 for unexpected guests. The principle of showing proper respect to those who have given up their homes for the service of the Math. Once, Shri Chunni Lal Dutt, a resident of Tejpur, Assam, performed Brajmandal Parikrama under the guidance of Guru Maharaj, as did a Grast devotee named Shri Nimai Das, who was from Tejpur and belonged to the same caste as Shri Chunnilal Dutt. Shri Nimai Das had recently accepted Diksha from Guru Maharaj, entered the Vanprasth ashram and began residing at Shri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math as a Vanachari. In those days, Parikrama was performed on foot, with camps set up at different locations. There were 18 camps in total. When we camped at Shri Brahmand Ghat, Shri Chunnilal Dutt had a dispute with Shri Nimai Das and became very upset with him. He came to the place where Guru Maharaj, Sripad Krishna Kesha Brahmachari and I were sitting and quietly mentioned to Shri Krishna Kesha Prabhu, "I have funded the construction of the temple and Kirtan hall at the Mayapur branch of Shri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. If Guru Maharaj removes Nimai Das from the Math, I will finance the construction of a guest house and rooms for the residents of the Math there." Shri Krishna Kesha Prabhu mentioned this to Guru Maharaj, who replied, "Shri Chunnilal does not have any children. Ask him if he is able to give up all his wealth and property to his wife and become a Mathvasi. I will personally arrange for whatever he may need. There is no need for him to donate money for the rooms or a guest house. Anyone can give donations for construction work. The Math's existence is meaningless if no spiritual teachers or spiritually inclined students reside there. Such students interested in learning spiritual subjects are in short supply. If an elderly person joins the Math, he will at least be engaged in distributing Charnamrit and take part in the Aratis. But although a wealthy person is able to finance the construction of a temple without difficulty, will he attend Mangal Arati during the winter, or will he remain sleeping snugly in his bed, buried under a quilt? What Vaishnava would accept the proposal of a person who suggests that a Mathvasi, who by some great fortune has decided to stay and serve in the Math, be thrown on the street simply due to some trivial dispute? How is it possible for a Vaishnava to ask someone to be removed from the Math?" Shri Chunnilal Dutt felt quiet after hearing Guru Maharaj's response. Realizing that his material attachments prevented him from leaving his home and taking shelter of the Math, and understanding that it was therefore improper for him to speak about Shri Nimai Das in this manner, he lamented and repented for his proposition. Severing the thick knots in my heart. When I accepted shelter at the lotus feet of Guru Maharaj and joined Shri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math as a full-time brahmachari, I still possessed many heart-binding knots in the form of strong impressions I had nurtured due to my birth in a Brahmin family. However, Guru Maharaj systematically cut all such knots by citing evidences from the scriptures, and thereby made me thoroughly realize the meaning of the following verse. Tato dusangam usijyat satsu sajet buddhiman santa evasya chindanti mano vyaksangavan uktavi. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.26.26. An intelligent person rejects detrimental association and associates instead with the saintly persons. This is because only saintly personalities with their powerful and virtuous instructions can cut his unholy material attachments from the heart. In cutting these knots, he demonstrated his limitless compassion, unrelenting tolerance, and thorough understanding of the intrinsic meanings of the statements of the scriptures. When I was living at home before joining the Math, I accepted prasad only if someone born in a Brahmin family had cooked it, offered it to Bhagwan, and then served it, and not otherwise. I maintained this practice even after 6 years of associating with Gaudiya Vaishnavas while staying at home. When I later joined the Math, Guru Maharaj, being fully aware of my habits, for the first 5 years of my stay, engaged only the Brahmin-born brahmacharis in the services of cooking, deity worship, and serving prasad and charnamrit. During that time, I accepted prasad alone, away from everyone else. Guru Maharaj therefore arranged for a Brahman-born brahmachari to daily deliver prasad to my room. I would honor the prasad on my plate without accepting a second serving. I considered that after taking my first bite, the remaining prasad would become uchishta, remnant, and thus not suitable for consumption. Therefore, in order to keep the contents of that plate pure, I would hold the plate with my left hand and keep kusha grass pressed between my thumb and the plate. Also, I would maintain complete silence while honoring prasad. If someone would call my name during that time, I would immediately stop accepting prasad, because I considered that person to have touched me through sound, thus leaving me in an impure state unsuitable for honoring prasad. Furthermore, I considered it demeaning to even set foot on the land belonging to a teli, oil merchant, saha, businessman from the Vaishya community, or goldsmith, let alone to accept prasad at such places. When Guru Maharaj established Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math in 1955 in a rented property at 86A Ras Bihari Avenue in Kolkata, I joined the Math full time. There, Guru Maharaj indirectly addressed me by saying, "It is true that the Vedas advise one to abstain from useless conversation, maintain complete silence, and remember Bhagwan at the time of honoring prasad. The followers of Srimad Mahaprabhu, however, know that the significance of following statements are much greater than simply remembering Bhagwan by mind. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. May Shri Krishna Sankirtan be all victorious. Kirtanya Sadahari. Always perform Kirtan of the names of Shri Hari. And Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nam eva kevalam. Kalau nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyatha." The only means of deliverance in the age of Kali is to chant the holy names, chant the holy names, chant the holy names of Shri Hari. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas therefore relish singing the glories of both Bhagwan and Mahaprasad at the time of honoring prasad, and thus use that time most suitably. After hearing these words from Guru Maharaj and constantly meditating on them, I concluded that performing kirtan is greatly superior to observing silence while accepting prasad, and from then on, though I still sat alone, I began performing kirtan while accepting prasad. After some time, by the endless mercy of Guru Maharaj, the thought manifested in my heart that all the devotees of Srimad Mahaprabhu used to accept prasad together. I therefore resolved not to deprive myself of the association of the Vaishnavas, and thus began sitting with the devotees while accepting prasad. Through this, my self-imposed restriction of accepting prasad only from the hands of a Brahman-born devotee was also removed, and the glories of Mahaprasad began manifesting in my heart more and more. I then accepted for myself whatever initiated devotees would serve to all the Vaishnavas. One day, while honoring prasad, the devotee offering the Vaishnavas a second serving did not understand the gesture of my hand indicating the amount of prasad I required, and, questioning why I did not communicate vocally, served me a somewhat larger quantity of prasad than I desired. Feeling annoyed, I stopped eating and immediately left. Later, I considered that because the Vaishnavas are object of our service, it is inappropriate not to answer them when questioned. Thus, my habit of not speaking to others while honoring prasad was completely destroyed, as was my practice of honoring only one serving of prasad. In Jagannath Puri, I observed Mahaprasad was never considered to be uchishta, and therefore my practice of touching the kusha grass to my plate while honoring prasad also faded away. Once during Navdeep Dham Parikrama, the entire Parikrama party gathered to hear Harikatha and honor prasad below a large peepal tree that grew on the land of an oil merchant. There, Flat rice was soaked, mixed with gur, tamarind, and other ingredients, and was then served to everyone. After everyone finished ordering prasad, the devotees who were engaged in serving prasad then honored prasad themselves. Normally, Shri Achinte Govind Prabhu, Shri Vishnu Das Prabhu, and I would serve along with a few other devotees prasad to the sannyasis and the matvasis. At the time, I considered it highly disgraceful to even step on the land of an oil merchant, but somehow, with a heavy heart, I stepped onto that land while remembering the kirtan by Shri Narottam Das Thakur, which I heard from the lotus lips of Guru Maharaj. Shri Gaur Mandal Bhumi, Jeba Jani Chintamani, Tar Hai Braj Bhumi Vas. One who knows the land of Shri Gaur Mandal to be spiritual touchstone achieves residence in the land of Braj. I also remembered the statement of Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. It is simply impossible for even world's wealthiest man to purchase even one particle of the Dham's transcendental dust. Despite the fact that I had overcome my reservation about stepping on the land, I was still hesitant to accept prasad there. Observing my reluctance, Guru Maharaj said with me in mind that our previous Acharya, Srila Bhakti Thakur, has written, Shopach grihete magiya khaibo, pibo saraswati jal, puline puline gadagadi divo, kori Krishna kolahal. Sharanagati 8.1.2. I shall eat by begging from the homes of the untouchables and drink water from the Saraswati river. I shall roll on the ground on the river's bank, loudly calling out Shri Krishna's names. Understanding Guru Maharaj's heartfelt desire and desiring to please him, I put a couple of grains of that flat rice in my mouth while standing before him. Once I accompanied Guru Maharaj and many other devotees during his preaching in Tejpur, Assam. There, Shri Bhagavad Prasad, the owner of Darang Tea Estate, who belonged to a Vaishya Banya family, invited all the devotees to honor prasad in his home. When asked whether I would be in attendance, I replied, I am feeling unwell. I will stay here. No one understood that the real reason I declined the invitation was because my previous strong impressions and the heart knots binding my heart allowed me only to accept prasad at the house of a Brahmin and not at the house of a Vaishya. Guru Maharaj, however, understood my mood and thus quoted a verse from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ante Leela 20.57 for my welfare. Kushte Vipra Ramani Prativrata Shiromani Pati Lagi Kaila Vaishya Seva. The wife of a Brahmin suffering from leprosy established herself as the topmost of all chaste women when she served a prostitute in order to please her husband. Externally, it appears as if the wife of the leprosy-stricken Brahmin served a prostitute. But actually, it was through such activities that she served her husband, who was the only true object of her service. The purport of Guru Maharaj's words was that instead of giving prominence to satisfying the Vaishya host, I should give more importance to pleasing Shri Guru and the Vaishnavas. Realizing this, I went to the home of Shri Bhagavad Prasad and accepted prasad there. Thus, I became completely freed from the last of my self-imposed restrictions. In this way, for my spiritual welfare, Guru Maharaj most compassionately severed every last knot in my heart, one by one, with great patience. Do not become an obstacle to one's inclination to serve. When I was a brahmachari staying in the Kolkata mart, fellow brahmacharis would occasionally approach me and offer to wash my clothes or clean my room. Although I would always forbid them to do so, they would at times forcefully engage in such services. One day, when a brahmachari was forcefully taking the bucket containing my soaking clothes, Guru Maharaj saw us and said to me, Give him your clothes for washing. Try not to become an obstacle to his inclination to serve. By serving Vaishnavas more advanced than yourself, you can earn much more than he will earn by washing your clothes. Guru Maharaj was implying that although it is true that a person loses a part of his own previously earned sukriti by accepting personal service from another devotee, there is no loss if that person spends the same amount of time and effort in rendering service to a Vaishnava more advanced than himself. As a result of such service, he will earn exponentially more sukriti than that taken from him in the course of being served. Perform or perish. The land Guru Maharaj had acquired in Kolkata for establishing Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math included an old building that needed to be razed in order to construct a new building. During the building's demolition, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanti Gowsami Maharaj visited the site. After observing us in our work, he asked me, "Have you people gone crazy? This place has been beautifully built with the most exquisite materials like Italian mosaic flooring, Belgium glass windows, and door and windows frames made from the top quality Burmese saguna wood. Yet, you are knocking it all down. Are you out of your mind? When Madhav Maharaj arrives, please tell him that Siddhanti Maharaj visited this site and has advised against demolishing the building." I personally conveyed Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj's message to Guru Maharaj, who asked me, "If your goal is to throw a stone at this nearby door, how will you do it?" In response, I mimicked softly tossing a stone with very little force. Guru Maharaj then asked, "Now if you intend to throw the stone somewhere far, how will you do it?" I then mimicked throwing a stone with much greater force. Guru Maharaj concluded, "Similarly, the higher we aim, the better our efforts to achieve our goal will be." Upon reaching a country he wanted to attack and conquer, Napoleon would either burn his ship or intentionally sink it, boldly signifying to his soldiers that their only option was to perform or perish. When he ordered his army to cross over the Alps mountain range, most of the soldiers were dumbfounded and said, "It is impossible." Napoleon replied, "The word impossible exists only in a fool's dictionary. When a person is left with no other option but to act, he makes his best effort to accomplish his goal. But if given the slightest leeway, he thinks endlessly without acting." It has been rightly said, "Necessity is the mother of invention." Therefore, demolish that building so that we may be compelled to act to construct for ourselves a place to stay. Moreover, we need a much bigger hall for Harikatha and Kirtan, even if it is only a tin shed without opulent decorations. Guru Maharaj's words filled my heart with great energy and enthusiasm. Different instructions for different natures. Once, when we were staying in the Kolkata Math, I went to preach with Shri Bhakti Nilay Mangal Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Lalit Giri Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj, and other godbrothers of mine. During our programs, we were given about 8 to 10 sets of Vaishnava cloths made out of quality milk cloth in donation. I carefully kept the cloths and gave them to the Bhandari, storekeeper, when we returned to the Math. One day Guru Maharaj asked me, "A resident of the Math needs new clothes. Please purchase a set from the control shop." Footnote: a store in which simple clothes are sold at government-controlled rates, so that I may give it to him. Because I was new in the Math at that time, I was unaware of the depth and gravity of the Vaishnav's insights, and so I immediately told Guru Maharaj, "We previously brought 8 to 10 sets of cloths from our preaching tour and gave them to the Bhandari. I will get a set from him and give it to you." Guru Maharaj replied, "I am aware you have brought these fine cloths, but for this person, a set of simple cloths from control shop will be most appropriate because he is from a simple farming community. If he is given good quality expensive clothes at this point in time, he will become a sense enjoyer. We must remain extremely careful in our dealings with others and consider the effect our actions may have on them. If we are not careful, we may cause neophyte devotees to deviate from the path of bhakti. Never support the sense enjoyment of others. Once, Guru Maharaj gave me a very fine piece of cloth that was soft and comfortable. When I put it on, a fellow brahmachari was fascinated by its texture and appreciatively touched it again and again with the apparent desire to have a similar one for himself. At first, I thought it appropriate to give the cloth to him, but before I did, a thought struck my mind. Srila Gurudev has given this cloth to me with his very own hands. It is a token of his mercy. I must therefore first receive permission from him before giving it away. I then went to Guru Maharaj and said, I usually spend most of my time in Mayapur working in construction with the laborers. There is no need for me to wear such a fine cloth. It would wear very quickly. Therefore, if you were to kindly allow, I could give this cloth to this particular brahmachari who seemed appreciative of it. Guru Maharaj gravely replied, No, do not give this cloth to him. He has a taste for wearing high quality clothes. Providing him with the object of his desire will only nourish this taste and lead him further down the path of sense gratification. Being his true well-wisher, I cannot act as his enemy and encourage him to go down such a path. It is my duty to protect him from the clutches of Maya to the furthest extent possible. If this cloth becomes worn sooner with you, let it be so. But you should never become an instrument in supporting anyone's desire for sense enjoyment. Being careful not to increase others' propensity to enjoy. When Guru Maharaj used to perform Braj Mandal Parikrama, a few capable Grasta devotees, like Shri Prahlad Rai Goel and Shri Hari Sai Mal from Delhi, Shri Narendra Kapoor from Ludhiana, and others, would arrange for their cars to be used in the service of elderly pilgrims during parikrama. During the course of one such parikrama, both Shri Prahlad Rai Goel and Shri Narendra Kapoor separately offered to donate a new car for Guru Maharaj to employ in the service of the mud. Guru Maharaj told them, I cannot accept your offer. It would not set a good example. If we were to keep a car in the mud, then everyone would want to use it. If I allow the car only to be used for majorly important services, then immature neophyte devotees will criticize and become envious. For this reason, I have advised a driver of your personal car, which you have temporarily lent us to use in the service of the elderly during parikrama, to follow the specific instructions given by either myself, Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Maharaj, and Shri Bhakti Prasad Puri Maharaj only, and none else. Otherwise, anyone and everyone may take the car for whatever reason they deem fit, and thereby increase their propensity to enjoy. I used to travel by car only while accompanying my Guru Vargas, and never used the car for my own personal reasons. Using even pockets in the service of the Vaishnavas. Seeing that Guru Maharaj and Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj did not wear a kurta, I too stopped wearing one. One day, Guru Maharaj handed me his glasses case and said, Keep this in the pocket of your kurta. I mentioned, I stopped wearing kurtas because I observed that both you and Srila Puri Gosai Maharaj do not wear them. Oh, so you too have become a sadhu, Guru Maharaj smilingly said. Merely imitating the Vaishnavas will not suffice. We must imbibe their conduct only after understanding the deep import behind it. Those who perform service should always keep a pen and a notebook at the ready. Because you are in the association of Vaishnavas, you should always remain alert to service opportunities. Although due to their nature, Vaishnavas may not directly ask anything from you, you are still expected to perceive any needs they may have and act accordingly. Always wear a kurta that has pockets, so that you do not miss any opportunity to serve. Since that time, I have always been careful to follow Guru Maharaj's instructions by wearing a kurta. Brahmacharis, not Karamcharis. Once during Brajmandal Parikrama, when we set up camp at Shergarh, I spent the whole night loudly calling out, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Govinda, while patrolling the camp's perimeter for security. That night, a couple of dacoits managed to sneak inside the camp. They tried to steal the iron chest in which our god sister Nanda Rani kept her valuables. But little did they know she had tied a metal chain around it and held one of the chain's ends under her pillow. She loudly screamed the moment she heard the sound of the chain being yanked out from her under. When the dacoits fled in fear, I spotted one of them and began chasing him. As I gained on him after chasing him for some time, I lassoed him with a noose I had fashioned from my galavastra, neckcloth, and brought him back to the camp. Guru Maharaj then took the dacoit to the police station and filed a case against him. After a police officer at the station heard the entire story, he told Guru Maharaj, "When your people captured this man, they brought him back from a very dangerous place. Typically, we have seen that when people go there, they do not return alive." Guru Maharaj replied, "Actually, it was only one person who captured him, and he is a brahmachari, not a karamchari, paid worker. True brahmacharis have been trained in such a way that they are unafraid of sacrificing even their life for the service of Shri Guru and the Vaishnavas."